Hi.
We've started.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Which, by the way, this is the pajama edition of the Perfect Fourth podcast because I'm in my pajamas. I should.
What? Restart.
I looked up. Just legs and butt. Okay, hold on.
Okay. This is better.
No. Is that weird?
We're married, don't we?
Welcome to episode 3 of the Perfect Fourth Record podcast. This is the wife pajamas edition. This is my wife.
Hi.
If you don't know, we are casting hope. So it's about time we do this. So let's get right into it. We're in our pajamas. We're comfy. This is our house. So if you want to be comfy, by golly, we will be comfy. So I thought, let's just get right into it. There's gonna be a lot of giggles on this one. So casting hope. It's hard to be purely musical to think how it started because it was more so how we got together, became a couple, a real cute couple. So I guess, should we go as far back as to us being kids?
Sure.
Okay. She was at my baby shower, and I know I have to be
even farther.
Okay.
Our parents hung out whenever, well, our moms went to school together.
Yes.
Kindergarten.
Our moms went to school
and they
together.
were like best friends.
And there's balloons. Why is there balloons?
I don't know. Woo!
Even the computer's happy that we got together. So, our moms went to school together. And then they were best friends. And then you were at my baby shower. And I know I have to be very careful how I word that.
I was young, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing a picture of you and your mom holding you with your dad at my baby shower. And now here we are. Well, we played together when we were 3 or 4. My mom found a picture of us together when we were toddlers playing with little toy cars with my grandpa. It's my favorite picture of all time. And then life happened, and as it happens, people go their own ways. And then I think our moms met at a shoe store.
I think it was a dollar store.
Dollar store.
Yeah.
Or I didn't
Seen each other at a dollar store.
I thought it was a shoe store.
Well, Mom told me it was a dollar store.
Oh wow!
So,
look how much I know.
I
But
could be wrong, but
and it was some sort of store. So they of course played Cupid. They played Matchmaker, and I messaged you first. No, we talked for a little bit, and then stuff happened, and then we talked again.
Yeah, I found you on Facebook.
Yeah.
And added you after Mom told me.
Yeah.
She's seen your mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I haven't seen him in years.
And so we started talking, and then we decided to meet up. But it was more of a guitar lesson.
Yeah, I wanted to learn to play guitar.
Yeah, that was totally my intent too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this girl's pretty. But yeah, let's do guitar first. But no, I was excited to teach guitar lessons because I don't think I'd ever done it before. You were actually my first student. Did you know that?
Well, I thought your brother was.
I showed him some chords and he just rolled with it. But we
never actually finished the lessons.
Yeah. The funny part.
I got 2 of them in.
Yeah,
maybe
2 or 3. And then we became a couple. So, when we were going to meet for that first guitar lesson, it wasn't until we were about to meet at a parking lot that we realized we had nowhere to go to play guitar. So I called you, and so we figured out a place. We went to a local lake, and we played guitar, and I showed you the simple chords. Mm-hmm. And then, so forth, so on, we started dating. Mm-hmm. And then, at the time, I was writing a song a day, 5 songs a week, Monday through Friday, for 6 months. Do you remember that?
Yep.
I remember. You came at the tail end of it, right around song 100. And I remember I had a riff idea. It was for the song Let Him In. And you stopped me, and you're like, I like that. I want to sing on it. And that's how Casting Hope started.
Yeah, kind of just figured out some words that I had already started working on beforehand. Mm-hmm. And then we worked it together where it just came out to be
Let Him In, which was the first song. And I think from here, I would like to go through each song and just kind of talk about it and the memory of recording it. I'm totally not going to repeat the same question again because there was a technical error.
Cut that out.
No. I start here.
You can cut it.
I start here.
Okay, yeah, we'll start it.
Yeah, I totally didn't ask this question a second time. And you. Let Him In. What do you remember about it?
I remember trying to catch my breath while we were recording it.
Yeah, I remember when we first...
I didn't realize how much wording I put into it, but I liked Christian rap too. So
yeah, I was about to say...
But I also realized after we did it how little time that I have when we perform it live.
Yeah.
Do I have to actually sing it?
Well, I don't think we intended at that point when we recorded Let Him In, we didn't plan to do shows.
No, not really.
So
we just kind of put it out and thought, well, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
We never really thought much of it.
I remember the same thing when we recorded it. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is rap. What I remember was that you were the first singer I ever really made songs with, and it was realizing, they sing in certain keys. And I've never been mindful of it, which introduced me to the world of capos. Because I remember I played the song originally in A minor, which was way too low for you. And then we put the capo on the 3rd fret, which would made it C minor, and that was perfect for you. That's what I remember about it.
Yeah, I do remember it being low, and then the original is actually lower than what I sing now.
No, that's He's Risen.
Oh, but I thought we did the.
Nope. Let Him In is always been the same key.
Okay.
We'll explain why that there is some confusion.
There's
later.
A lot of confusion.
We'll explain later. Anywho, so we released Let Him In, which I love the song, and we released it, and I posted the video. I made a YouTube visual for it to a Facebook group for musicians in Dayton. Was it Dayton?
Yeah, Dayton.
Yeah,
where we ended up.
Dayton, Cincinnati area, just to see, like, for people to listen to it. And a church in Dayton asked for us to come and play, which was weird. And then after that, the floodgates opened. Well, it was weird in the sense because we didn't
expect that.
Yeah. It wasn't weird on the church. It was weird on us.
Yeah, it just kind of threw us off because we weren't really expecting that at all.
But that kind of shows, like, God will open a door that you don't even know is there. And I've said that countless times. And you don't really know what God has in store for you. Because...
Nope.
Like, we just recorded a song and then released it, and people are like, hey, let's do shows. So after that, we started to do shows, and then I think we went immediately to record the next one, which was Be the Light.
Yeah, Be the Light, which I liked Be the Light.
So
what you did to put that little cool drummy thing in there.
Oh, okay. We'll get to it. Hold on.
Oh,
I remember the moment I wrote Be the Light, or had the idea, Sorry, My Country came out. The idea for it, I remember the exact moment. It was late at night. Me and you were on the couch. My mom was there. And I played it, and you're like, oh, I like that. And I'm like, okay. And then I decided to make a full song out of it. I think it was it near Christmas?
I don't remember when.
I know it was cold.
Well, I know we wasn't Let Him In out in November? Sorry. Wasn't Let Him In out in November?
Did you say let him out?
Let
Let him out!
Let Him In out in November.
I believe so. So it would have been around December.
Yeah.
Because I remember right. I remember because Be the Light. I found that one Christmas shirt of that said Be the Light.
Yep. Now you got that for me.
It was around December or January or something. And it was funny because we had talked about are we strictly going to stay Southern rock? And then I think I like the idea you had because you love Carmen.
Yeah, and I loved how he was all over the place. It wasn't just regular singing. It was rap. It was spoken. It was everything, and it was like, that is so cool. I kind of want to do that because I don't want to just stay strictly to one genre.
Put you in a box.
Yep.
Okay. Well, and I love that at the time because I have severe adult ADHD and I have to work on different genres every 10 seconds. So I love that idea, in which Be the Light is, if you had to put one genre on it, it would almost be reggae.
Yeah. Which at the time I was listening to some Benja.
Yeah. At the time you were listening to it. Now how we play it now is not like that.
No, not really.
But we'll talk about that later. And Be the Light was the first song that I helped with lyrics. We had a hard time with the lyrics on that one.
A little bit. Not too much, but a little bit.
Oh, I think
it was more the chorus that I was struggling with, and then you kind of came in with that, and it was like, okay.
Well, you don't even know that. I'm doing this. You don't even know this. That was the first time that I learned the lesson of to take your time with lyrics. Because I do feel like I love the song, but I kind of rushed it on my end with the lyrics. I wish I would have took a little bit more time on the lyrics. I love the message, though. That's one of them that I was able to really minister and talk about. So we released Be the Light. And the little thingy before the bridge.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
So that little percussion tap thing is literally my two fingers on a desk, just doing that. And I stuck a microphone on the desk, not even on a mic stand, just stuck it on the desk and just did the thing. And I sampled it and put it in the song, and I think that's the only time we've ever done something like that to a song.
Yeah, I think so.
So anything? I think that's pretty much what it about Be the Light.
Yeah, I think that was about it for that.
So the next one was, which actually Be the Light was the last song recorded in one of the rooms, and then I moved the studio into another room because the next one was Who You Are.
Yeah.
Now that.
Yeah, I like the words. Like, the words are great, but whenever we recorded it, I feel like we were trying to rush it. We were actually preparing for our wedding at that point, and
we're that crazy that we're like, while planning for a wedding, let's make a song.
Well, we made more than one in that time span.
Oh yeah.
But we were rushing pretty much, and I was kind of iffy about it, but we went ahead and we got it done, put it out, and some people did like it. We did get feedback that people liked it, but the way we do it now is totally different, and I love it so much better.
So if you listen to the original, it's more upbeat. because that beginning guitar riff I've had since for 5, 6, 7 years. And I think that was part of it, that I was just so tired of that riff, just having it, that I wanted just to release it. So we released it, and if you listen to it now, it's a lot faster. And if you've seen us live, we play it a lot slower.
Yeah, way slower, and it's so much better. I feel like it's more of a worship song, and I just really enjoy it. I don't know what it is. It feels better singing it that way.
The message behind the song is, what we did was we had the idea to write a worship song.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's just take verses out of Psalms and just sing it. And I talk about how David calls God a lot of things, because David needed a help in a lot of departments in his life. But God called him the mighty fortress, his beating drum in his heart, all that stuff. And that's the same God that was for David is that for us as well. And that was kind of the idea we had lyrically. The lyrics weren't that hard to come up with. Was it the lyrics or the music or the tempo or just the style that for you in the beginning was just not really cutting it?
I think it was the tempo and the style that really got me. I was just kind of like, it doesn't feel like it goes really.
Yeah.
I definitely felt whenever you played it slower that time, it was like, now this I like. That's what really kind of got me to like the song, because I wasn't a big fan of it.
What else? The guitar solo in that song I've never played before. I've only played it once when recording it, so that's forever not going to be played the same way again.
That's okay. I mean, we're gonna change the song up anyway. So
yeah, no, don't give it away. We'll announce some other stuff later.
Well, we change the song up when we play it live.
Yeah, but what about the people listening online? Anywho, so we did Who You Are, which, looking back, I agree with you. We really did rush that one.
Yeah, I felt like we were just trying to get another song out because we were so busy and we just needed another song out, and you had that song, and we just kind of put some words together, and we thought we liked it at the time, but I think just everything that we had going on, it just kind of made it not what we really wanted in the end.
Here's a question. Do you think at that time, with Let Him In and Be the Light, songs that we love, we just wanted to make whatever genre, and just whatever genre happened, that's what we did? Who You Are was different, that we already had a plan to record a worship song. Do you think that could be one reason why we had such difficulty in the beginning for it? That we tried to force a certain genre?
In a way, yeah, I could see that. But I also feel like it was a lot of pressure, just knowing that we had stuff coming up, but we wanted to get a song out, and I don't know, because, I mean, we're going to be all over the scales with our genre anyway, so that's not really the big issue. I think it was just we were rushing, and we didn't really think it through.
Well, another reason why we were rushing it is because the next song, He Is Risen, we wanted to come out on Easter, and we only had so much time till then, and in my mind, I wanted to at least get one more song out before He Is Risen.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably a big part of why we didn't like it. But now we love it.
Yeah. Yeah, the way we do it now, I love it. But
the next one
was my all-time favorite that we've ever done.
It was the same way we did Let Him In, is I just had a riff and you rolled with it.
Yeah, like he was playing the riff in the room. I remember when he was playing the riff in the room, and I was listening, and I just kept hearing, He is risen. He is risen, and I knew that that's what that song was going to be.
Mm-hmm. That was the easiest song that we've ever wrote. Lyrics came in one session.
Yeah, that one just came to us.
The song just came in one. I think we wrote the whole song in one session.
Yeah.
It was super easy. The hardest part, though, was the guitar solo. I asked some other people if they would do it, and it didn't work out because I'm not a lead player. I can write riffs and chords all day long, but I'm not a lead player. But I'm content, kind of, with the solo on there now.
Hey, that's my favorite song, so.
I know. It is a little weird playing it acoustically, though. Because with that main riff by itself and vocals on acoustic, I would like to at least have another rhythm player on that, but it is what it is. But we did He Is Risen. That's our favorite song. I would say our catchiest too.
Yeah.
Then there's a thumbs up. I had a thought bubble. Okay. Then after that, we did a bunch of shows, like a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of worship events and stuff like that, and it was fantastic. Loved every second of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then that was mainly 2023. 2024, we've released one song.
Yeah.
Seek Him. So that song, another thumbs up. Why is there thumbs up? I don't know why.
I don't know.
Seek Him. How did that song come about? Because it's kind of a blur.
I was working somewhere and some stuff was going on, and I was sitting there just folding shirts and working one day, and lyrics just started coming to me, and it was like, you've been there. You need to put this out there that, people need to seek Him.
Mm-hmm.
And just know that they're not alone.
I think this one for you, when it comes to lyrics, was the most cohesive idea that you've had. If that makes sense. It was like you had a clear idea what you wanted to sing about. Not to say the other songs were not cohesive. This one is you had a actual game plan lyrically and had a passion and on your heart what you wanted to sing about.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Because I remember when I first had the idea, I was having writer's block, so I'm like, I'll just play this one chord over and over and over again. Hopefully she'll start singing. That's what I remember on how we started that one.
I do remember having like the first verse and then you helping me a little bit in the chorus and the second part of the song. But it was like the first verse that I had that I knew that's what I wanted in it.
Okay.
And then I remember you helping me with the rest. But that's kind of how we've been writing our songs.
Yeah. So now that Seek Him's been out, it's ironic because now it's one of our most played songs on Spotify. I'll be honest, I was in a weird spot after we released it. I'll be frank, I was not a big fan of it. And it was nothing again about what you did. It was more so the production on it. I think I was adding if you open up the file of the song, there is 15 to 20 guitar tracks. Like acoustic, electric, lead, the whole 9 yards. And I regret that because I listened back to the song. The song was great, but I feel like I could have done better.
I could kind of see that, but at that point in time, we were so busy with other things going on, so
we made the best with what we did.
Yeah, you were doing it and trying to make it as good as you could, and then it was like every time you'd go back to it and you're like, I don't feel like it's done, and then we would have to redo it, and then I felt like I didn't sing it right, so we had to re-record it, and it was just a mess. And Then we were just like, let's just get it out.
Yeah.
Let's just do this.
Because we were really hyped about it, and I think what made us have issues with it in the beginning is we listened to it so much.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, for a guitarist, that's our first song in drop D. Do you know what that means?
No.
I have failed as a guitar teacher.
Well, I only had 3 lessons, honey.
Yeah, and then I fell in love.
Yeah, and then
I'm smooth.
you were my guitar player from then on, so I didn't have to. I didn't have to know.
But after that, that's the last song we've released. Now we've also been playing a new original song that I think is my favorite lately.
I think it's growing to be mine.
It's called "Nothing But You," and I would like to spend some time on that one. It's not out yet, but soon. So the idea from how this song got started was I did so much production and so much extra stuff on CChem that I wanted to do a song, bare bones, simple, vocals, acoustic guitar, maybe something else, but that's it.
Yeah.
Simple, because we had the idea of we had an idea of an album called Simple Worship, but we threw that idea out because we were just too busy. We couldn't do a whole album. So we did one song, and I started with a riff. No, I had the lyrics.
Yeah, you actually wrote this song. I think I might have helped like mess with a few things, but yeah, you pretty much wrote this one.
And so I remember when I wrote the lyrics, I was hyped up on caffeine at work, and I had the idea that at that point, I feel like I was getting distracted by all the wrong things. And sometimes I think God will kind of slap you back into reality of where your mindset should be. It's nothing but Him, and everything else is just stuff.
Yep.
And I listen to the lyrics now, and I almost think it's a song for worship leaders.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because, I mean, some of the lyrics is that I don't want a big old stage.
I don't want the bright lights.
Yeah.
I don't want a big old stage.
But I want nothing but you. And that kind of goes back to the idea of what worship really is. Worship, yeah, I mean, worship music is worship, but that's not all there is to worship. It's like saying all cows are animals, but not all animals are cows. So that song will be out. I'm not going to put a date on it. It's very close to being done, though. Very close.
So it shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah, which, by the way, I didn't tell you, the vocals are edited and ready for you to listen to.
Goody! I am ready.
Yes.
And this one, this is like just me, like
Vulnerable.
singing, very vulnerable. I think I even cried in the.
You did.
Whenever we were recording it.
But I love that because I love songs that are vulnerable, especially from a Christian standpoint. I mean, I love worship songs of praising God and His glory and all that stuff. But I do think there needs to be, like, realness in some Christian songs because your Christian walk is going to be pretty real at times and tough and hard. And I think it's okay to sing about that because God can get you through that. But it's also okay to talk about it and also sing about it because that is part of your testimony.
Yeah.
So that is in the works. And should we talk about the plans that we have?
Okay.
I didn't talk to her about this ahead of time, so this should be fun. The acoustic EP.
Yes.
So the 5 songs, Let Him In, Be the Light, He Is Risen, Who You Are, and Seek Him, we are going to redo those acoustically. Announcement. Now, no, we haven't started on it, no timetable on that, but where we're just us two when we play live, we've been playing them acoustically and they've changed. And I think that it'd only be right to record how we do it acoustically and release that.
Yeah, me too. I
'Cause
feel like we've definitely changed some keys. My voice has matured a little bit
yes,
since we started, and I think that it would be the best bet to do that.
He Is Risen is we recorded He Is Risen way too low.
Oh yeah, way too low.
So He Is Risen is way up more. You're right. Let Him In, how we do it now, might be 1 or 2 steps higher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I forgot that. Well, we haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, we really don't play that one very often. But who likes their first song?
Yeah. Well, also Let Him In is not really a worship song, though.
No, and we've been doing a lot more worship.
Yeah.
Stuff than.
So acoustic EP, that's our game plan after Nothing But You. Then after that, it's a secret. Ain't telling you nothing. Anywho, and I guess we could talk about kind of where we are now as Casting Hope. Which, the reason for the confusion. Do you want to talk about it? I mean, it's part of the ministry.
You go for it.
Oh man, we're having a new band member. We're pregnant, so that definitely excites us, of course.
Yes, I've always wanted to be a mommy.
And I think it'd be good for us to kind of clarify what that means for Casting Hope. We ain't stopping. No, we ain't stopping. But we're gonna slow down a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta slow down just a little bit.
I think we'll become more of a studio project than live. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean we won't do shows, because God will, like, hey, go here, play here.
Yeah.
But I think more of a studio, record songs, release them, videos, YouTube, stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe live shows.
Oh, yeah. We do plan on doing live online shows, because we don't have to leave the house for those.
Yes, on occasion.
On occasion. But another thing, is there anything else you want to talk about that?
Not really. We're not very far along yet, but yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, I'm excited. I want to give you the spotlight. You're the mama.
I know, but
so I would like to talk about kind of, other than that, where Casting Hope is musically. And what the Lord's been dealing with us is, like, who is Casting Hope? The identity in Casting Hope.
Yeah.
And there's more of a serious topic now. So we've been playing. I am so bald. We have been playing a lot of worship sets.
Yes.
And we've loved every second of it.
Yes, we have. It's been very awesome.
But we do think the Lord is moving us to a style. Would you call it a style change, or back to like
what we originally started as?
Yeah.
Not really changing much. Now, we were wanting to do more worshipy style music, and because we were doing all the worship events and all this stuff, and we feel like the Lord has kind of called us to go back to what we originated.
Mm-hmm. Because it's hard to play like Let Him In or Be the Light or He's Risen at a worship event. They don't really go good with elevation songs.
No, not really.
So that's because we've been in a big writer's block, or would it be writer's block, you think?
Yeah, kinda.
I wonder if we've been trying to be something musically that we're not. Would that be a correct assumption?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that we're not, but
we've lost that mindset of
what it was originally.
Yeah.
We want Casting Hope to be for the lost to find the truth, not just praise and worship for the all the people who are already there. We want to meet the people like me when I was in the world.
Yeah. I think the best way to describe what we're talking about is when you talk about Christian music, there are different types. And Christian music is the only style of music determined by lyrics. And you have some Christian songs that it's from man to God in that perspective. Then you have perspective of God to man. And then you have the perspective of man to man. And we started off with the perspective of writing lyrics
Man to man.
Man to man. And then we've been trying so hard to do man to God that I think that's not us. We love that stuff.
Yes.
But
love
it was so easy to write songs man to man. And we had fun doing it.
Yes, because as someone who came to Christ, it's easier to tell everybody the story. In my opinion, it's just easier for me to tell everybody about what they're missing out on, and that right there is where my heart started.
Yeah. Now this doesn't mean that we're not going to do worship songs.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do worship songs because I have enjoyed
who you are.
I've enjoyed changing who you are, and I've enjoyed doing nothing but you.
Mm-hmm. But I remember when we first started and we did from Let Him In to Be the Light, and then He Has Risen, how easy that was and how fun that was. Yeah. And we haven't had that experience in a while.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we want to go back to. So after the acoustic EP, I think that'll probably be more what we do as our style.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that everything on that topic, you think?
I believe so. I don't think there's much else.
Okay. I didn't prepare you for this one.
Oh boy.
So, each guest on the podcast, I want them to talk about who are you listening to right now?
I go back and forth between Unspoken and Brandon Lake.
Yeah, I see. As your husband, I knew that, but they didn't.
Yeah. I love Unspoken. We've already been to 2 of their concerts.
Yes.
Since we've been together, and I could go see them every time. Every time I see they're up somewhere.
Right.
I would love it.
You've never seen Brandon Lake?
I have never seen Brandon Lake, but I would love to. Mm-hmm. I would love to see Brandon
I know
Lake
he was on tour or is on tour with Phil Wickham. Sorry, that's how you have to say it. Wickham. But I don't know if they still are or not.
I think it ended.
Oh, it did?
I think it did end.
Okay. Man, I wish I had Brandon Lake's hair.
But I think he's still on tour, though. Yeah, he's got quite a head of hair.
A full head of hair flowing in the wind. We played a lot of Brandon Lake songs at church events. We did Praise You Anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We did Gratitude. We did Count 'Em, which you love.
Yeah.
We always talked about doing Greater Still, but we never did.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that one just never... I mean, I love the song and I love the meaning, but it just never hit that timing or something.
Right.
It just wasn't the right place or the right time. We did his new one. What was that one?
Praise You Anywhere? No, That's Who I Praise.
That's Who I Praise, yeah.
Yeah, that one is fun.
And we done Gratitude, of course.
I mean, everyone does Gratitude.
Yeah, they do.
I've always said that...
It's definitely been overplayed, but it's a great song.
Gratitude is the new How Great Is Our God. Because I remember when How Great Is Our God came out, every church was singing it. Then after that, it was How He Loves, which we've done that one. Then after that, I didn't really listen to much Christian music from in the 2010s. But now I kind of view Gratitude as that, like, How He Loves, How Great Is Our God, a staple in worship events. So, I did want to talk about the the coughing incident.
Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry, I had to. So we played at a local church, and they were amazing people. Love those people.
Yes.
You were getting off of a cold.
Yes, I was ending the cold and I was still coughing, but it was still there.
And it went off with a hitch until, was it gratitude?
No, it was Great Are You, Lord.
Oh, it was Great Are You, Lord. Okay. So we did 4 or 5 songs. You didn't cough once.
Nope.
And then we went to Great Are You, Lord. Everything's going good. Then we get to the bridge. And this is all that I see from my point of view. I'm on the right side of the stage looking to the crowd. So stage right. And I'm playing, and I look over and just kind of signal to her bridge. And I see she's about to cough. So from my point of view, I see her, I think, cough into the mic, and then move the mic away, and then started singing.
But from my standpoint, I didn't feel like I did that at all. I felt like I moved the mic down and coughed, and then I held it away and coughed the rest, and then I pulled it back and started singing. But I don't know.
Well, what's funny is
in that moment, I don't even remember. I just remember feeling embarrassed because that happened, and it was like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I did that.
Well, to be honest, it was a miracle that you were able to sing as good as you did because how sick you were.
Yeah, but still,
You did great. You know you did.
I still felt bad that I coughed in the...
What did the pastor say?
He said, he showed me afterwards, he was like, I have some oil here. I was prepared. And I was like, I knew what he was talking about, but it was just me coming off of a cold and it just hitting right then in the wrong moment. And I was like,
but that was, we haven't had many blunders, and I wouldn't really consider that a blunder.
No, not really.
Can you remember anything else of like weird happening live?
No, not really. I think that was our main moment that...
Yeah, I would say so. I'm looking at the time. I'm blind. I am bald and my head is flat. Wow. Let me fix this problem.
I cannot see.
42 minutes. Okay. See, I coughed into the mic.
Yeah, there you go.
I ate my words. I'm sorry. But we have been working on new songs here and there.
Yeah, we got a couple that's we're working on.
Yeah. I'm excited for them. There's a couple that I really, really like. The couple that I would like to change the lyrics on. But I think you all are going to really like down the road what we do. Because the next album will be death metal, because we're changing genres.
What?
Yeah, you're screaming.
Oh, this is new.
Yes, death metal dubstep with some polka in there.
Okay.
Hey, you wanted to change it up.
Hey, I didn't say that much.
I'm joking. But a couple more things in the podcast. When we first started Casting Hope, did you, and we did let him in, did you imagine it becoming what it is?
No, I never really seen it blowing up like it has. I know as a little girl, I always wanted to be a singer. That was my main goal,
Your dream.
My dream job.
Growing up, what was like one singer that you listened to so much that you're like, I want to be like that. I want to do that.
I loved Sugarland.
Ah.
Sugarland was my favorite.
Is it wrong for me to say I've never listened to Sugarland?
Oh my goodness.
I'm in trouble.
I have failed as a wife.
No, listen. I'm new to country. Ever since being married to you, I've listened to more and more country. You know this.
Oh, I know. You have definitely started listening to it. But, come on.
I know what we're listening to next time we're in the car.
Hey, I gotta show my roots off. Like, that, I listened to them, like, that was a lot of who I sang when I was younger. Like, the song Baby Girl. I sang that one a lot.
And now, you told me at one point that everyone compared your voice to someone. Was it Sugarland?
Yep.
Okay, that's who it was. Because I remember you said that once, but I can never remember who you said.
Yeah. Jennifer Nettles is...
I had one person say that your voice reminds them of Amy Lee of Evanescence. If you sung more opera-like, then maybe. Can you do opera? That is a no. I've been married to her long enough. That's a no. But is there anything else you would like to talk about on the podcast?
There's nothing else I can really think of that's
urgent to talk about.
Yeah.
So I would say be on the lookout for Nothing But You. All the links are going to be in the bio. What we talked about, I don't think we talked about shows going forward. Did we?
A little bit.
We're going to do some every now and again, but like I said, kind of take a step back, especially as the year goes on next year, for great reasons.
Yes.
My child will be knowing MySpace bands immediately when they're born.
Old school.
They will know Family Force 5 immediately.
Oh my goodness.
No. They should bring back MySpace.
Hey, they gonna know Carmen. I know you're not really.
I'm not a big fan of Carmen.
But I am, and I'm gonna play it.
I know you will.
You know I'm gonna play it in the car. I love it.
Okay, you love Carmen so much, and he did a lot of spoken word stuff. Do you think we would ever do a spoken word track?
I don't really like doing it myself. No. I mostly liked his actual song stuff, but I loved the theatrical videos that he had. Like I loved, like, oh my goodness, there was so many of them. The Satan Bite the Dust. That was just
I remember
a Western and a half, and I loved it. I remember every Sunday morning I was over at my grandmother's. She would have a VHS, yes, and she would put it in, and she would let it play all morning of all his videos, and I absolutely loved it every Sunday morning before church, before we get ready.
Now that's on Bite the Dust. I remember that one because in high school, youth group church, we did a play on that.
Really?
Yeah, I never told you that, did I?
No.
I played one of the demons. I forgot about it. I had a mask and everything. It was it was in the gymnasium, and all the demons were like in the saloon, and I was at like one of the tables. And when whoever played Jesus came in, my job was to cower underneath the table. That was my job, to cower in fear.
I did not know that.
I can't believe I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
See, you would have never known unless we didn't do this podcast.
Uh-huh.
But that'd be a cool idea to do in a future song, a spoken word. Get someone to do it.
Yeah.
Or we could just do a song and just read the whole Bible. Just read the Bible.
That would take too long.
Just
that would be a very long song.
No, we were
probably days long.
Record the Bible, someone reading the Bible, but like crunch it into like a 3-minute segment.
I don't know how he would do that.
Oh, I
have no clue.
I have tricks. I have a computer.
I don't know about all that.
I feel like it. Anywho, we're getting off track.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. It would be different. Anywho,
3 days into 3 minutes. I don't think you could do that.
That almost sounds that almost sounds like that could be a song. 3 days into 3 minutes.
It would be more like a year in 3 minutes.
No, the idea of like 3 days give me 3 minutes to tell you about Jesus on those 3 days. Oh, that's
you getting ideas on. Okay.
I like that idea. Okay, we're gonna get off here and make the song now. Thank you for watching. Anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow. Links of all the Casting Hope stuff down below. Yeah. So, thank you for watching.